Hello and welcome back to Let's Play DROD RPG, The Test of Mind. In the last episode we finished up part 6, but I'm not going to move on just yet. For two reasons, one of which is that I want to backtrack to part 5. The other is that I want to say more about the adder. So we have well over 380 attack now. That makes it possible to kill gel babies for no damage. Ghoul roaches only do 3. But more importantly, gel babies do no damage even if they are brained. So, looking at our Greckle total, it is not at all impossible that 25,600 for the next altar boost will be attainable within the hold. It depends on how many monsters there are and how many of them I manage to kill. I have left quite a lot of gel babies behind. Okay, a very nice hidden room with 6 attack and another secret. A shield! Well, that was worth knowing about. Even though it costs a lot of money to get. Well, I will save here. I can reload the save and then backtrack to the start of the room to avoid spending all that money. If it turns out that I'm short of the final altar boost at the end of the hold by about that much. With the shield, of course, these no longer damage at all. And I'm, yep, Venomized, no damage. Yes, I can still get round to the other side to kill both adders, rattlesnakes from the tail, which doesn't matter for the lower one, but gives us an extra 100 Greckles from the upper one. In this room, I left... Can I get back there? Only by crossing the hot tile, which I'm not going to do. The shield, of course, means that many monsters in this level can also be killed for free. Pirates still hurt if we have to step on the sword, and here definitely worth spending those Greckles to be able to kill the rattlesnake from the tail end. I haven't been in this room at all. Well, it's certainly worth coming to now. Oh. Okay. This is the only way to get here. Except with the flippers. Flippers let you move on any water tile, so in rooms like this it would be great to leave this room until after getting the flippers. However, I want to get as much stuff as I can, as quickly as I can, so I'm not going to leave it. I'm sure you... Yep, also 0 damage now. The steel shield is, of course, metal, so it doesn't help in the Ormite rooms. Although the extra attack gem may help a little. I don't... Let's see, yes. Every monster in here and here still hurts us, and will until I get even more defense or a weapon or shield that is not metal and can be retained on Ormite. words. So I said that I wanted to say more about the adder. You may have noticed, or you may remember, that the rattlesnake had a very large HP total. 1500 HP, which makes it impractical to reduce the rattlesnake's damage by attack. It's much easier to reduce it by defense. That is a common property of all snakes in DROD RPG. Very high HP totals. This one has gone down to 2000 damage because I think we've just crossed an attack threshold. Another one is of course at 450, which is not far off. And entering here gives us 800 health. I have to kill the adder from the tail, so I need 4,000. Yeah, I would need 4,100, and picking up this 800 would allow me to do that right now. But what I was going to say, rattlesnakes and adders have these things in common, and in addition, there is an element in the game, a weapon called the Worm Smiter, that doubles your attack strength when fighting snakes. So even though it's better to get defense when fighting snakes, the Worm Smiter does help a lot to reduce the damage. I don't know whether there is one in this hold. I have no idea because this is a blind playthrough. It's entirely possible that we're meant to get one and then come back and fight the adder, although as you can see I could fight it now if I wanted. I'm going to go ahead. At the end of this level the Spooks wielder ran away, so I think it's very likely there will be at least one more main level with the Spooks wielder as the final boss. So I'm going to look ahead at the next level, see if we can get that 5 more attack before fighting the adder. Gobardo rushes into the last area. He sees an array of tough monsters. Will he make it? It's up to you to make sure he does. Alright, time to take down that gubbing Spooks wielder. If I'm right, he should be here. Still, he really doesn't want me alive. Adders, wobblades, rock giants even. I really need wits to spare if I wish to survive. This is another wobblade, and unlike the previous one, this one has its sword functional, so I'm not sure what happened with the last one. There are 2 on Fletch. The rock giant is meant to be a very hard-hitting enemy, but we've got such good stats that he only does 386. This adder is the same as the previous ones, 2000. And yes, the game has given us the... This Fletch is going to be a nuisance. I can only kill it when my HP is very low. Wobblades, I need slightly more attack, but their HP is very, very small, so this is an equivalent of the Rock Golem. I need a certain amount of attack to take them down at all, but once I start getting more attack than that, their damage will go down very, very fast. I'm going to save here. I'm going to have a look around and see if the multiplier is ×5 now. I only need 1 attack gem to get there. I'm going to see if I can find 1 attack gem that I can get without killing a wobblade. Or an adder. I definitely want to kill the adder, all the adders in the hold, tail first if I can, for that alter boost. There's our updated spider. They also do not hurt much, and that's because our shield is so good. So I think it will prove worth it in the end to have got that shield. Pirates on Ormites, 1120, and they are brained. Oh, Jeff. Hang on. The Seep we can kill for free, and that makes it possible to kill the Rock Giant, also for a lot of damage because he is brained. We need 500 attack to reduce that. That would involve taking a lot more damage than the amount I would save killing the previous adder with 450 attack instead of 445. So I'm going to load the save and go back and kill the adder guarding the flippers. As I said, the flippers allow you to move over water. There are rooms to the west and east of here that can only be reached. This one could also be reached with a grappling hook, which lets you jump over single tiles. But to the east can only be reached by water. So and those rooms are not marked as secret, they are on the map. So I think it's fair to assume we were meant to kill this adder at some point during the hold. Let me just look. Am I sure that there is no more attack to be... Well, I could use the altar. There's a room here, which is strange, because this room does offer a way to get there if I have the flippers. Just what I wanted to see. Those are a bit tough when we are on ore mites, but here is an interesting thing. A wooden blade. The wooden blade is retained on ore mites, so it lets us get in the first hit. Their damage is more because our shield doesn't work, but now that's enough to make me think it's worth killing these. Unfortunately, at this point, I have to admit, it would have been a lot better if I'd saved all the fights in these rooms until after getting the wooden blade, because I didn't need this attack, really, to kill the adder. It wouldn't have helped that much. The wooden blade would have made quite a bit of difference to my amount of HP at the moment. I'm not going to go back, though, because I've got this far. Now, the wooden blade does let us fight on ore mites, but its attack strength is much less, only plus 10. So, we're going to want to switch between the two blades quite frequently if we encounter more ore mites. And the way to do that, this was shown to us right at the beginning of the hold, but I haven't used it until now. Some of my viewers have asked me if I'd forgotten about this, but no, I just haven't had a use for it. The inventory. Accessed by pressing the special command key, which is the decimal point on the numpad. It allows us to store weapons, armour and accessories for later use. So one thing about that is I could have stored the wooden shield for the battles on ore mites, but that... ooh. It's just possible there's something this way. I'm going to take a look. No, there isn't, but it does let us get in here and get the Greckles from these Fagundos without having to cross a hot tile. The wooden shield would only have been an extra... This is nice, I like these shortcuts helping us get around the level. Would only have been an extra plus 10 to defense, so I didn't consider it worthwhile to go back for it and put it in the inventory. Obviously that's something you would do if you were optimising. So the reason I'm backtracking now is having the flippers makes me... Oh, there is a secret up. Well, there is a room here, but it's not marked as a secret. How strange. It makes me want to go back and explore previous levels. In particular, Part 4. Yep, I can go here. And there is a room here. Nice. Well, well. The Briar Hacker. The Briar Hacker is another weak sword with only 10 attack, but it does have the property you might guess. It allows us to cut briars, and I think I know where that will come in handy. There's someone... Yes, there's one enemy here. I'm also killing everyone I can kill for Greckles while I go through these rooms. Just in case I can reach that magic 25,600. So one odd thing is having these flippers makes opening that with the pickaxe completely unnecessary. So that was a waste. I didn't know that there would be flippers later on, of course, when I made that choice. There is no way I can get into the portable orb with only the flippers. I do need to find a grappling hook. Okay. But I could still get here with the flippers. I did not need the pickaxe. Time to hack some briars. Well, great. How will I ever get home? These invaders sure do plan everything well, do they? I guess part of their plan was to bring me bad luck, right? I've cut the briars for you. Aren't you going to say anything? No? But these are... Oh, greater pirates. Cannot be hurt by my attack. However, if I pick up my longsword again, they now do 699 damage. 455 is the attack threshold, and I've just crossed it. I'm going to have another. I'm going to continue looking around this level, but I think that killing those is my next objective. Alternatively, I could just go around them. There's something in that room to the north of them, and I want to know what it is. Another rattlesnake, a dark aunt lich, or claw lich as it's called. More of these greater pirates. A green antlion. No, an antiger, I beg your pardon. Oh, it's brained. The rattlesnake is brained. This is the worm smiter. But in order to get to it, you know, I'm wondering if I've done a massive sequence break here. Because I didn't need the flippers. Well, no. I needed the flippers to get the Briar Hacker. There is no other way to reach this room. I needed the Briar Hacker to get in this entrance, or to break the briars in order to reach those. So I can't see a way of getting here without the flippers, which makes the worm smiter Well, no, I'm wrong, of course. There are many adders on the next level, so the Worm Smiter is not at all pointless. And to prove its lack of pointlessness, I'm going to obtain it. Brained Rattlesnake now does 106. I cannot reach its tail except by going round via the Greater Pirates, who are doing a huge amount of damage because of the brain. I'm going to make a save here, because I'm aware that it is sacrificing a potential 100 Greckles to kill the snake. No, 200, sorry. It's length 4. So 200 potential Greckles killing it head first. Could be worth it. The Antiger does 693. It would be nice... Whoops. It would be nice to gain 100 to take that out, and then I don't have to spend any keys at all. And it won't even bother me that I'll take 6 hits from the Claw Lich, because I would have more than 64. So I'm going to look for a 100 HP gain on any previous level. And I should do this off camera, so I'll be right back.